So welcome to today's raw art tutorial on color mixture. If you have been following up with our classes, you'd have known what color we'll be using together or combining together to mix this color palette that we have today. So but if you don't know and you're new here, this is looking like purple, and the best primary colors to combine for purple is crimson and ultramarine blue, which is what we have here. So we have crimson and ultramarine blue with medium yellow and titanium white. So why do I put yellow here is because I felt one of these colors might have yellow in the mixture. But without wasting time, let's go into the mixture. We'll start from the very first color down here. Let's add white. That's a lot of white. So I'm trying to come down to the value first before I start adding blue to give it the exact shade. Okay, this is looking too light. Well, let's add our blue first. However, I think we can use this for this lighter color, but it's still not there. We need more blue. So I've been mixing color consistently for some weeks now on this channel. If you find any color challenging to mix, I might have mixed it, but if I have not mixed such colors, you can just drop it in the comment section. I'll make research on it and try to do a video on that. But if you want to learn and master color mixture, you can check my playlist that has the raw arts. Yes, I have several videos on color mixture, and we are not stopping at color mixture. We are still going further to learn how to blend colors and how to apply colors. Here on this channel, I teach people art and how to be creative. So if you want to learn how to paint and know the fundamentals of painting, do well to subscribe so you don't miss updates on my next videos. So we are still trying to mix this color. As light as the color feels like on the paper, I think it's not as light as I was imagining it to be. But then we are still close. We are not there yet, we are still close. Also, I tried mixing from my phone screen, and there was a video I did mixing from my phone screen, and I had challenges while doing that video. And one of the challenge was that I find it difficult to match the color to what I'm seeing on my screen, because the screen light is one of the things that affects the way I get to see the color. So, and in the end, I had to import the color chart to see the difference. I feel this is very close, but we're still not there. And you can also decide to have it at this point. Yes, feel this is better. Let me just add a little bit of this magenta light to it so it doesn't look way too bluish. So this matched the color we're looking for. That's our second color. We're hoping to mix the first one, but since this is closer to the second color, let's keep it there as the second color. Let's move on to the first one, which we were trying to mix initially. And from the look of things, that one is slightly darker than this one that I just finished mixing. So I know that the red in this first mixture is too much, so I'm trying to add blue to the mixture, at least to bring it to that shade before we move on to the value to see how dark or light it should be. So I think we're close. So this is looking too bluish from my observation. Let's add more of this to it. Please, for colors like this that are saturated, that looks like pure purple, it's advisable to check in the colors you are combining. I've said this in some of my previous videos, that colors link to each other, so you need to understand this principle of color leaning on each other before mixing saturated colors. So, and what most people don't know is that it feels a little difficult to mix saturated colors if you don't know the right colors to combine than mixing desaturated colors, because the saturated colors automatically has the three primary colors in them, so whichever color you combine together, it does not really matter in the end. Okay, that's very close, and I think we can use this. That's very close. Let's just go a little bit darker. Just a little. So if you watch in my tutorial, I'm not giving you a kind of ratio combinations, because color strengths are different from each other. If I give you ratio in my video, the paints you eventually want to use might have a different strength from what I'm giving out to you here, or what I'm using to mix my colors here. So the best thing to do this is to get your oil colors. Once you know the right colors to combine to get a specific color, then you practice it. Also, I think I'm going to drop a link in all my videos where you can download these pictures and print it out for practice. Okay, I feel this is okay for the very first color in the chart. This is our very first color there. Let's move on to the third one. So one thing I think I can see on this third color is that it looks a little desaturated. That is, we have a little bit of, let's say, black in it. But before we add black, let's mix our blue and red together, combine it and do a test, because that's what gives us the idea of which color we need to add or which color we need to reduce. Okay, I think what I have here is too reddish. I need to come with some blue. Still looking a little bit reddish, so let's just add a little blue. I don't think we need to add black to this anymore. It feels right. And also these colors that we are mixing are gotten from the palette of this picture, so I would also try to make a video. This is the exact color. I'll try to make a video that could help identify, or that could teach how to create color palettes from your pictures, because if you create the color palette, it helps you to test your colors when you mix them. So when you create a color palette, either beside your images or on a different printout, it helps you test your colors to see if you have gotten the right value. Let's go to the fourth color. This one is way darker, and I think in this mixture we are going to have yellow. Yes, I think we should have yellow in this mixture. Let me add a little bit of yellow. I don't know, it's giving me that sort of brownish feel when I look at it. This is medium yellow, so in case you want to try this out. So I think yellow wasn't the right color I should have added to this. I think it should have been black. This is black. So let's see if we can get our way back to the right color. So this is black, still not it. Let's add a little bit of white. That's just like adding gray to the initial mixture. Okay, I think we are getting closer to the color. Let's add black. I feel it's too light, so it's looking like a grayish purple. Yeah, grayish purple. I think that's what the color feels like. So it's still very light. Let's add black. But we have to be careful so that our black doesn't automatically eradicate the purple in the mixture. So we are very close. Yes. Okay, this is very close, but I think the black is way more than the purple now. So I need to bring back the purple feel. into this mixture. So I feel this is very close, and I think we can use this color. So that's the fourth color on the chart. Sorry, some of my colors didn't mix well, so still reflecting. Let's move on to the last one. The last one looks like black with a lot of purple, with just little purple in it. Now when you are painting realistic paint artworks, most artists make mistake in at this point. There are some places that are not total black, yes, but we tend to assume that they are black. So this is a case of such. It's not a total black, but it's looking like a total black, and that was very fast. We got it very fast. So if you are new here and you want to learn how to mix color, do well to watch my videos, and don't forget to share them so that it can get to other people like you that wants to learn how to mix color and how to become better as an artist. Thanks for joining my video today. I'll see you on my next video. Bye.